As the battle for the Lok Sabha elections continues, BJP is set to release its fifth Lok Sabha list today. We're expecting the candidates list to be released for Bengal, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh, is what we're learning. My colleague Mara Shakil is there on the ground. She's in fact going to take us through what we can expect from the list and also take you through a segment from what to expect from the battle of the parties ahead of the Lok Sabha elections.
Saturday, it may be a lazy Sunday for many, but for politicians, certainly it is a busy day because the BSP has released its candidates, the JDU in Bihar has released its candidates, and the BJP is all set to release its fifth candidate list. So roughly around 80 to 100 candidates is what we are expecting. So candidates from, in fact, the discussion at the Central Election Committee meeting, which was held yesterday, was of multiple states: Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, Odisha, Karnataka, Telangana. All these states were discussed. Vasudha is joining us live to give us all the updates. So on this, we also have Tanishq Punjabi joining us from Lucknow because there is a lot of anticipation on whether, Arun Gandhi and Manika Gandhi will find their names in this list. On what about VK Singh from Ghaziabad. And now let's also get Saurav, who's joining us from Kolkata. But Vasudha, coming to you first, in terms of Maharashtra, let's begin and try and solve the Maharashtra puzzle. Have differences been sorted out completely? Can we expect some names from Maharashtra today?
Yes, Maria, that's right. 20 names have already been, announced, and we saw high-profile names like Piyush Goyal being announced in the first list. Nitin Gadkari, anyway, was expected, but we also saw, Poonam Mahajan seat was not announced. So Mumbai, the seats of Mumbai are actually a point of contention, from what I understand. South Mumbai, of course, will go to, Raj Thackeray now. MNS, those talks are going on, and Mr. Nandgaonkar is somebody who has fought there, Bal Nandgaonkar, and he has actually secured the significant amount of vote share. And that's also, that's a seat that represents the Marathi Manu service class community of South Bombay, as opposed to, of course, that is something that Arvind Sawant also has a lot of control over. I'm told that Thane is something that both Shiv Sena and BJP want, but that will go to Shiv Sena. Ramtek, a seat near Nagpur, and Vidarbh, Maria, is forming the center of this whole battle because that is where every party wants a huge slice from. We can even see someone like Praful Patel actually throwing his hat for Lok Sabha from his home seat of Gondia. Chandrapur is another seat where the problem is. Gadchiroli is another seat which is also in contention. So these are 6 to 7 seats where there is a certain bit of problem with Shiv Sena. Eknath Shinde-led Shiv Sena insisting on 13 seats, and the BJP making it clear that it wants to fight on at least 28. Remember, it fought on 25 seats last time. But of course, NCP wants to make sure that it wins the Baramati battle, takes the BJP along, and defeats Supriya Sule and Sunetra Pawar, emerges as the winner because it's a prestige battle. But other than that, they also want to ensure that they get their share of 7 to 8 seats. So all of that is being decided yesterday. In fact, after the CC meeting that you spoke about, that went on for 4 hours, Devendra Fadnavis, Mr. Pawan Kule, and Ashish Shelar went to Amit Shah's residence where Mr. Shinde was there. They had that final set of meetings that yesterday night, and I'm told that a lot of seats have been resolved, so we could be expecting some seats from Maharashtra as well.
Okay, I can see Saurav joining us because what we are being told is that a significant chunk, almost like 20 seats from Bengal could be announced today, and seats from Odisha as well, because the BJP-BJD alliance will not be happening. Both the parties will be going solo. So 21 seats in Odisha in all. So Dharmendra Pradhan likely to fight. Sambit Patra, who last time contested from Puri, could be fielded again. Prajita Sarangi, who's a sitting MP from Bhubaneswar, is likely to contest again. But who are the MPs who could be, dropped? I'll ask that question to Vasudha. But first, let me bring Saurav now. Saurav, we have seen one BJP MP who was, candidate who was in that list, Pawan Singh. In the first list, he actually opted out of the race after his video went viral. He was facing a lot of questions from the ruling TMC in Bengal. What are the expectations from this list? How many fresh names and how many names likely to be dropped?
Well, there are, of course, a lot of speculation about who the candidate from Krishnanagar is going to be. That, of course, is one seat. Then, of course, who the candidates from several other seats like Darjeeling are going to be in terms of Bengal. Because Darjeeling, remember, there has been a little bit of speculation over whether the BJP will field Harsh, Vardhan Shringla, former Foreign Secretary, or not. Or it could be, the incumbent MP. So all of these questions are likely to be answered today. Whether who takes on Mahua Moitra and Krishnanagar on behalf of the BJP, and other seats where the names of candidates are yet to be announced. For example, who's going to be the candidate in Tomluk in West Bengal, which is, of course, Shubhendu Adhikari's stronghold as far as West Bengal is concerned. So all of these questions are likely to be answered. And you mentioned Bhubanesh, Puri and Odisha as well. Odisha is, of course, one state where there was talks of an alliance, but that alliance talks did not go through. And now, of course, all parties will be contesting separately. Now, it's quite clear that Sambit Patra, who contested last time and lost narrowly from Puri, will be fielded again this time on behalf of the BJP. That's what we've been given to understand. But when it comes to the BJD, who is it going to be? Is it going to be Pinaki Mishra, who defeated Sambit Patra last time? Or could it be Arup Patnaik, the other name that surfaced, the former Mumbai Police Commissioner, who also has been holding meetings in Puri and joined the Biju Janata Dal in 2019. Remember, Arup Patnaik also contested in 2019 from Bhubaneswar. He was defeated by Aprajita Sarangi of the BJP. So obviously, could it be Arup Patnaik this time from Puri? All these questions are likely to be answered when those seats, names, candidates are declared.
Okay. So 291 candidates have been announced so far, Vasudha. The first list was the longest, and of course followed by the second list, which had 72 names. There's a lot of suspense now about what will happen in terms of Andhra Pradesh, and also some seats which are remaining in Karnataka. So a quick update on that, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana now.
Well, Andhra Pradesh, yesterday we did manage to speak a bit to Purandeshwari. She said that, Andhra Pradesh BJP is fighting on 6 seats. So, there has been discussion on at least 4 of them is what I've been told. But they were very tight-lipped about what is going to happen. And, Maria, was also thinking when Saurabh was speaking on Krishnanagar, we've been talking a lot about royals. So from Tripura, there's a royal fighting, Pradyot's sister. We have Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh with both Jyotiraditya and Dushyant fighting. We also have a royal from Mysuru fighting. Now it is expected that even from Krishnanagar, a royal could fight.
Was packed off.
Yes, against Mahua Moitra. And I think in Bengal, the most interesting thing would also be this refielding of Arjun Singh, because, getting back Arjun Singh to TMC was also seen as TMC getting back at BJP. Now this whole Gharwapsi has happened and he's going back with a ticket, and it's going to be a Hindi face versus Pratap Bhaumik, who's seen as a Bengali face. It'll be interesting to see who is fielded in Durgapur, because I'm told that Mr. Aluwalia might not get refielded again. So that would also be an important thing. And I think the story that you broke yesterday on Gujarat happenings is very critical to what is the decisions that BJP will take in other states also, because there is certain anger in existing sections against existing MPs. So, they don't want to take a risk, at least with sensitive seats like Darjeeling, which is why we saw what happened in Gujarat. At least 2 candidates have stepped down saying that they don't want to contest. So I think that feedback has been taken very seriously by the party. So Darjeeling will be one seat where probably we'll see the sitting MP being refielded again, because the party is given to understanding the sensitivities of its own cadre right there.
Yes. So let's shift focus now to the big state of Uttar Pradesh. 50 seats announced in the first list, Tanish, who's joining us from Hardoi to be specific. Whether Varun Gandhi will be fielded from Pilibhit or not is a big suspense. Whether it will be one of the 2 Gandhis who are there in the BJP, that is Manika, her mother, who could return from Sultanpur. That is the big suspense. And what about Manpuri and Ghazipur as well? But also VK Singh, likely candidate from Ghaziabad.
Yes, of course, around 24 seats of the BJP are remaining of the 75 that they are going to fight in the Uttar Pradesh. The 5 are of course kept for the alliance, and around 24 seats are remaining for them to announce their candidates. All eyes are of course on couple of hot seats of Uttar Pradesh. One of course is Raebareli. There is of course a lot of speculation about the Kesarganj seats, from where Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is a member of parliament. There are of course speculations whether someone from his family will fight, or of course time and again he has been saying that he will be fighting elections from Kesarganj. But it remains to be seen whether someone from his family will be fighting, or Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh himself will be fighting, or someone else. Because few days back also when we a couple of BJP there have been hoardings put up of his son as well in Kesarganj. So it is likely that someone from his family could also fight, or Brij Bhushan Singh himself. Now, if we talk about another of course western UP seat is Pilibhit. As you mentioned, Maria, out of the two Gandhis in the BJP, Varun Gandhi, a lot of speculation that his name might be dropped this time, and there is of course chatter that Jitin Prasada could be given ticket from Pilibhit. But of course, this is all chatter right now. The final list is awaited. At around very soon we'll get the final list from where what has the BJP decided. Of course, Sultanpur it is being said it is sure that Maneka Gandhi will be fighting from Sultanpur. So of course eyes on a lot of seat: Kesarganj, Sultanpur, Pilibhit, Raebareli. If we talk about Mainpuri, of course Dimple Yadav is fighting from Mainpuri, so it is likely that the BJP will put up a Shakya candidate to of course consolidate the vote bank. If we talk about Ghazipur, of course constituency, a home ground for Manoj Sinha. It is possible that this time BJP has been troubling. BJP has been having a hard time finding a Bhumihar candidate for the Ghazipur seat. So either Manoj Sinha's son could be there, or it is also likely that a non-Bhumihar candidate could be put up from Ghazipur this time. Yes.
Okay, so let's see what really happens, with regards to Uttar Pradesh, because the BJP is again winning big on Uttar Pradesh. Remember, they had won roughly around 62 in the elections last time. That was in 2019. That the numbers went down because of the BSP Samajwadi Party alliance. This time, the BSP has released its list separately. A quick word also on that, Tanish. BSP's list is out. It's a working Sunday, certainly for most political parties.
Not just a working Sunday for political parties, but also journalists, Maria. We are of course touring and doing our election coverage. We are right now in Hardoi, but as and when we entered Hardoi, BSP came out with its very first list, and around 16 names in the first list, and out of 16, seven candidates, 7 Muslim candidates, from where Samajwadi Party has put up, Samajwadi Party and the Congress has put up Muslim candidates, of course. So it certainly BSP could be acting as a vote cutter this time in the 2024 elections. Remember, last time BSP and Samajwadi Party were in alliance. This time BSP has chosen not to align with anybody, not even NDA, not even not even with India Bloc. So BSP could chosen
by the BSP for announcing Muslim candidates are predominantly Muslim constituencies like Amroha, like Moradabad, like Sambal. Again, yes. Rampur. These are seats which have a significant presence of Muslims. Vasudha, let's discuss the JDU list also, which is out today. So Nitish Kumar, understanding fully well that he is best placed in the Lok Sabha polls if he is with the BJP. Remember, last time out of 40, the BJP JDU alliance had won roughly around 39. In fact, they won 39 out of 40 seats. So a quick discussion on that as well now.
Well, Maria, I wouldn't know much about Bihar. That is completely your domain. So you give us all your gyan on that. As far as I know, there has been a lot of discussion, at least on the BJP front, with respect to, even the urban constituencies of Patna. But nobody really, understands, and nobody really is very sure. But we can see some seats of Bihar in the list that is going to come up today, is what I've been told.
Okay. The sort of 30 seconds and then we wrap up this conversation and wait for the list to be out. So for JDU, not much of a surprise again from Shivhar. It is lovely Anand who has been fielded. Again, Munger, the former JDU president Lalan Singh has been, and other names are also not much of a surprise, I would say. Very few women, in fact, just two women in this list of 12, which has been put out by the Janata Dal United of Nitish Kumar. Yes, come in on this now. In terms of the BJP's list for Bengal, to be specific about what is left, Diamond Harbour, a crucial seat, which is contested by the scion of BJP, the TMC, Abhishek Banerjee.
That's right. There's been a lot of conversation on who the BJP is going to field from Diamond Harbour. And a lot of names have been doing the rounds, speculation. But, we've not really had clarity on who the BJP is going to field because it's going to be a key contest. It's also going to be a marker of, how the BJP is taking on the TMC in West Bengal. And while you have several seats that have been declared, while you have candidates like Loket Chatterjee in Hooghly, who's a strong candidate, there are seats like Diamond Harbour, which is completely the bastion of the Trinamool. So who the BJP feels there is going to be quite interesting to see, and that will also be a marker of what kind of contest we are going to really see in Bengal.
And Vasudha, quick word. Again, let's wrap up this conversation. BJP this time has interestingly fielded very strong candidates on what are seen as bastions of regional leaders as well. So against Dimple Yadav, they are looking for a candidate. They have been holding on to that seat. Again from Chhapra or Saran, from where Lalu Yadav's family will be contesting. They are waiting for the candidate. So they have realized that the regional leaders, the regional satraps, their families have to be defeated in this election. They have to field those candidates, even those seats. There's nothing secure, as they say.
Absolutely. We all saw Smriti Irani defeating Rahul Gandhi. So that is why I think, what Tanishq was mentioning about Raebareli, I think, what the BJP guys are telling me that we have a lot of candidates in Raebareli, but if the Gandhi family are not contesting, we're not going to field a heavyweight. But if they are contesting, the dynamics changes. As with regard to Diamond Harbour, the thing is, Naushad, this whole Bhangur constituency of ISF also falls in that Diamond Harbour. So it is actually going to be a three-cornered fight, that is why the calculation of Diamond Harbour is something that is going to be very interesting, which is why the BJP is actually making its assessment, taking its time on that. Tamluk, more or less, they seem to be gearing towards fielding Abhijit Ganguly because, that's also, Tamluk is also seen as Vishwavendu Adhikari's, home turf. And we also saw with someone high profile like Mahua Moitra, they're bringing this whole Rajmata Amrita Roy to at least give a sense of prestige battle to this whole constituency. Not very easy for Ms. Moitra.
All right, Vasudha, Saurav and Tanishq, thank you so much for joining us. And yes, this remains our top focus here on NDTV. The moment the list is out, we'll be all back for more analysis and news around it.